Okay, so Gina, you posted saying that you felt like you were doing side lunges wrong when you're holding weight. So first question for you, and if you want, get back to me. What feels weird? Like, does it feel weird in your back, in your legs? Are you not feeling it enough? Some of those questions. So think about that, let me know, and I can give you more advice, but I'm just gonna go through kind of in general how to do them and where I focus when I'm doing them to make sure I feel it. So, with side lunges, I've got dumbbells here. So when I do side lunges, just like a normal lunge, you want to make sure your weight is in your whole foot. So you're going to step to the side, and you want to make sure that your weight is shifted onto this foot, this one right here. So shift most of your weight onto that one. Make sure this foot is flat and straight. Sometimes it can feel weird if you're keeping that one bent, but you're just leaning, or if your weight is still over in the middle or somewhere else and not totally shifted over here. Another thing you want to make sure you're doing is making sure your pelvis and your shoulders are still square. So your feet and everything should be square. Sometimes it helps to have a line on the floor so you make sure you're stepping perfectly straight and not like up into the side or back into the side. Of course, in some of the programs like 80-Day Obsession, you are supposed to like step backwards in some cases. But for a normal side lunge, you want to stay in a straight line. You want your weight shifted over, and you want your shoulders and hips nice and straight. So you don't want to be twisted or have your hips turned that way. So make sure everything is straight and that weight is over here. Now that I've got the weight down, I'm going to show you, and I'm like out of breath because I'm apparently out of shape. So for the side lunge, to make sure that weight goes over, you want to keep an eye on this knee. You don't want that knee coming way too far forward. So I'm going to show you from the side. When you're going to the side, whoops, everything is nice and straight. So my feet are in a nice straight line. Let's start on this line right here. Everything's straight. My hip is over here. My weight is centered, and my knee is square with my shoulder, and it's not like nothing's wacky on this side. So everything's nice and straight. You're twisted forward. And you want to make sure that shoulder is right over your knee, not like your knee's out or your knee is in from your body. So everything should be kind of right square. I like to have my dumbbells right on each side. So I'm kind of right stacked over. So hopefully that helps. The thing I was going to show you on the side, make sure that your knee isn't too far forward. Don't let your heel lift off the ground. So you want to make sure your heel is still planted, just like you would in a normal squat or lunge with the weight-bearing foot. So if you're doing a front lunge, for example, in a front lunge, this one bears the weight. This is the one that comes up. So this is your weight-bearing leg. In the side, too, you want to make sure this one has all 3 points on your foot, on this side, and your heel, all centered and pressed firmly against the floor. So hopefully that helps. If not, let me know some more specifics about why it feels weird, and I can give you a little bit more advice.